Yeah, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Chosen One with two guns, repping that EMZ Bitch TV. First thing first, make sure you smash that sub button, y'all. Now check it. So, Lesandro Junior Feliz Guzman had the guys that was in jail going for trial. Well, for them, just five of them, were found guilty yesterday. I didn't even know that this trial was gonna be this fast. I was like, honestly, this is one of the fastest trials I've ever seen. Like literally, like this junk was super fast. So yeah, man, five, and but it's crazy because it was 13 of them altogether. It's like 12, 13 of them, but five were found guilty yesterday, and the other nine are awaiting trial next month. Or anyway, I got it right here. But first of all, let me read to y'all what I got over here. Jury finds five defendants guilty of murder. Other charges in Junior slaying trial. Okay, here we go. The Bronx. A jury have found five men guilty of murder and other charges in the slaying of Lesandro Jr. Guzman Feliz. Right? Alright, now here are the five names of the guys, right? One is named Jose Muniz, the other is Jonaki Martinez, Treya, Elvin Garcia, Manuel Rivera, Antonio Santiago, were found guilty of murder, conspiracy, and gang assault. The five Trinitario gang members were infamously captured on surveillance video dragging Jr., a 15-year-old Belmont boy, out of a Bronx bodega last June and hacking him to death with knives and a machete. All right. Sentencing will begin July 16. So on July 16 is when we're gonna know exactly how many years these guys are getting. Until that day, we don't know the years they're getting. We just know that they're getting a minimum of 25 years. Minimum. That means that they're not gonna get nothing less than 25 years. The least that they're gonna get is gonna be 25. But doesn't mean that they're gonna get that. That is the minimum, which means that they can't get out of jail no less than 25 years from now. All of the defendants can be sentenced to a minimum of 25 years in prison and a maximum of life without parole. Maximum means the most time that they could possibly get for this is going to be life in jail, which means they're going to spend the rest of their life in jail if the judge wants to. And as far as I was checking about that kid, Kevin Alvarez, right? Because Kevin Alvarez, right, was the one that was gonna basically tell prosecutors that these guys planned to attack Junior. They had planned to, hit him with the machetes and knives and all that. That they actually planned it. So they needed at least one person. This is the thing that a lot of people are upset. People are like, yo, but this messed up. These guys are caught on camera though. Okay, five of them are caught on camera, clearly. Well, six, including Kevin, right? They're caught on camera clearly, right? Well, how about the other eight or nine of them, right? How about the other eight or nine of them that were outside? These guys wasn't caught on camera. Some of them had their face covered. Some of them were sitting in the car. You know what I mean? This is where they need that other dude, Kevin, to say these guys was all in it too. All of them were in it. They need his testimony to guarantee these guys seals fate in the jury system. You know? And that's what it's all about. A lot of people are upset because they're like, hold on, but these guys are caught on camera. Why do they have to give this? Why do they have to let Kevin out? He's a murderer too. He dragged them out. I understand where you're coming from. I understand. But yet, a lot of, like I just said, a lot of the guys was not on camera. No face, no case. Shout out to Wavy Sosa. You know what I'm saying? No face, no case. With that said, they need Kevin to say these guys was in on it. These were the guys. They planned it, they executed it. But these were the guys. They need his testimony. With Kevin's testimony, will be strong enough to get the rest of the 8 guys remaining guaranteed to do their life in jail. You know what I mean? With his testimony. Now, he's going to get out scot free. He's going to get out scot free. But remember one thing though, Kevin was the only one that didn't stab him. All he did was pull him out of his. Okay, it's still bad. I understand. It's bad. I understand that. It is very horrible. But at the end of the day, we got to give him for the part that he played in. You know, his part was he dragged the kid out. Okay, so his time for dragging him out. But we can't give him the same time. Okay, even though he did yank him out, all right, it's messed up. I know it's messed up. But I'm just saying, I'm talking strictly off the system, how the system works. You know, the system charges you for what you did. He dragged Junior out. He was part of the gang, but he never necessarily stabbed or poked him, you know. But still, he still would have gotten hella years because he's in the gang. This is why they needed him to say, look, you have to say that you knew all of this was gonna happen, and that they had the weapons, and this was gonna happen no matter what. We need you to say it because you're in it with them. This is gonna guarantee the rest of the 8. Because without Kevin testifying, there's a chance that some of these guys will do no time. There's a chance. There's a big chance. If these guys fight it all the way, especially the ones that are not caught on camera, which are the ones that are fighting it, they're looking at it like, well, I'm not on camera. My face is nowhere on there. Just because this guy said I was there, so what? They have a chance of still actually getting away with this because their face is not on camera. So this is very interesting because even though Kevin is to testify, that's only one person, right? Will that be strong enough to bring these guys in? You know, will it be strong enough? That's my question. Will it be strong enough to bring the rest of these guys in? I don't understand that. Wavy. What's good with you, Wavy? It's still involvement, Wavy, yes. It still is involvement. But let's be clear, though. Let's be clear. It's involvement, but let's be clear. He never stabbed nobody. He ain't stab him. He didn't stab nobody. You know? It's one thing for somebody to shoot and kill somebody, and there's one thing for you to be the man behind the wheel. You know? I always said that the person that did the thing should get more time than the person behind the wheel. I'm not saying the person behind the wheel should get off scot-free, but there's no way you could give the person behind the wheel the same amount of time as the person that actually did the poking. You know what I'm saying? It's just not right. I don't think that's right. You gotta put yourself in their shoes. Okay, we all done bad things in our past. I know I have. And you're in a gang. You don't want to look like a bitch at the end of the day. You might have to put in some work. Not saying that he had to poke, but his work was probably yanking that kid out. You know? So he should get punished for yanking that kid out, but not be punished for the actual murder. He wasn't the one that gave the final shot to the neck, which is that guy who just copped out yesterday. His destiny is his fate is sealed. These niggas is doing life in jail no matter what, because they took it to trial and they lost. They're doing life in jail. These guys are not coming out. What they should have done, they should have copped out. They should have copped out. They should have been like, look, I'm guilty, I'm copping out. It is what it is. Whatever you give me, you give me. They decided to take it to trial, and they lost. So that means you get smoked. You know? Yeah, I'm talking about him too. The nigga that dragged him out, yeah. All he did was drag him out. He ain't stab him. So he should get the years for dragging him out. Give him years for that. But don't give him the years for stabbing. Because he didn't stab him. He didn't stab him. You know? Look, I'm just thinking as far as the court, right? I'm going by the court. They should give homie for dragging Junior out. They should give him at least 15 years for that. 15 years. And the guys that did the poking, they should get life. Should get, I did kill him. I poked him up. I'm sorry, whatever. Give me my time. Then he should have got his time. But these took it to trial and lost. When you do that, you get smoked. Bombers. You feel me, Sosa? Bozo! Sosa, these guys are bozo. Bozo! How you take it to trial? Yo! How you take it to trial? Your whole face is on camera. These guys are stupid. And they all look mad Dominican. They all faces on trial. I mean, not on trial. Their whole faces on camera. The whole face is on camera. Let's see what happens. Oh, that was in the other that was in the other site where I said the time. I was in the other one. Where is it at? Right here. I'm looking for it right now. Okay. These guys were the first 5 to stand trial out of 14 arrested and charged in stabbing Guzman Feliz. 4 of the convicted gang members showed no emotion at the verdict or when they were let out of the courtroom. Of course, they gotta act hard. They pleaded guilty, but they don't know exactly how many years they're about to get. That's why they acting hard. Wait till your ass gets spanked with them 45, 50 years. Let's see how hard you gonna act. But Rivera shook his head and shouted out in Spanish, something to the effect, Trinitarios until the day I die. All the defendants face life in prison. Sentencing is set for July 16. Their fate is sealed. Their fate is sealed. The trial lasted 1 month and centered around one of the 5 suspects who flipped, testifying against the others. Prosecutors had to prove that the defendants intended to torture and kill Junior in order for the jury to find them guilty of 2 counts of murder. You see what I mean? You see? Can't take it to trial when you... Yeah, the prosecutor then is the person who worry about. Yeah. That's one to worry about. After the verdict was reached, Bronx Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr. released a statement on the murder that shocked the community. I'm not going to read that whole long statement. Okay, the trial of 9 other suspects accused in Junior's murder is scheduled for September. So the 9 other guys, their trial is scheduled for September. There you have it. There you have it. I said everything that I needed to say. There you have it, y'all. Chucky, thank you for coming through, Chucky. Thank you. Thank you for sliding through today. What is your opinion on this, Chucky? What's your opinion on these guys? They took it to trial. Yesterday they were found guilty. And it says here, it says in one of the news channels that someone testified against him. And basically, he had to say that, yeah, these guys were planning to kill him and torture him. He had to say it had to come from the group. It had to come from the group. Somebody in the group had to say it. And with that, that guaranteed the guys getting their getting found guilty. I can't feel sorry for any one of these guys. We all from the same country. I understand they're Dominican. I'm Dominican. My mom's Dominican. My aunt Dominican. My uncle Dominican. You know, but these guys did something very wrong. You know, they murdered a 15-year-old kid that wasn't even part of the rival gang. He was just chilling with the rival gang. He was chilling with the rival gang. They wanted to make an example out of him. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Lesandro Jr. Guzman Feliz. Rest in peace, little man. So far, justice has been served for 5 of them. We got 9 other left. 9. Out of the 9, 8 of them are gonna get smoked. One of them is gonna end up. Listen, one of them is gonna end up walking out of this. He's getting the sweetest deal in mankind. Crazy. Chucky said the bodega owner, I wonder how he sleeps when he hear about trial. Chucky, he sleeps good, man. He didn't stab the kid. At the end of the day, he didn't stab him. You know? He didn't know in the back of his head. He ain't know that that kid was going to end up being brutally stabbed in front of his store. He didn't. He probably thought they were just kids that was gonna, probably give him a spanking. You know what I mean? Think about it. Just think about it. There's no way in hell that bodega owner knew 100% in his head that they was gonna stab the living stuff out of that kid in front of his store, bro. He did not know that was gonna happen, family. I'm telling you. That guy ended up losing his store. He couldn't go back to his. After that happened, he couldn't go back to his store. He was getting so many threats. He had to close his business. He had to close it. He had to, because he was getting too many threats. Marcus Perry, you heard about what happened? 5 of them pleaded guilty. Their fate is sealed. Their fate is sealed. July 12th sentencing. They're getting smoked, nigga, because they took it to trial and they lost. They got found guilty by a grand jury. You know? EMZ. Cold world, Chucky. Cold world. It's pretty much over, man. Five guilty. You know. Calvin Robinson says New York whack gun laws. I don't know too much about their laws over there. But I don't know about that. But there's 9 of them left. There's 9 of them left, and their trial starts September. If these guys, they're fighting for second degree. They're fighting for second degree, second and third degree. The guys that were found guilty yesterday, they're getting smoked. You listen to me. Listen. The guys who were guilty yesterday, they're getting smoked, y'all. They were found guilty of the worst charges of murder. You know what I mean? Gang assault, murder degree one of murder, and assault with deadly weapon, all of that. They got the worst of the worst. Listen, it doesn't get no worse than what they got guilty with. They ain't plead guilty. They got found guilty. When you get found guilty, they could throw the book at you, boom, and smack you with it. Gets do these 60 years. DJ Will, chicka, 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 chicka. Will, what up though? Will, you be doing this? Perry, what you guys think about this whole thing? Perry says secret indictments. DJ Will says Lafayette's is set up and throw away the key. Perry said grand juries ain't nothing to play with. No, they not. No, they not. No, they not. But the guys that were found guilty, it's over for them. It's over. Listen, anybody here that's related to them, if these guys are your cousins or whatever, your boyfriend, just know this. Just know right now. Just know right now that you will never ever see them in the streets ever again. Know that. You're not going to see these guys ever in the streets again. These guys are about to get hit with at least a minimum of 45 years September 12th. The minimum is going to be 45 years. You know, or to life. They're not going to get 25. You don't go to trial and lose trial to get 25. You get 25 years when you plead guilty and you take that 25. When you lose trial, you're not getting 25. You're getting double that. So these guys are going to do 50 years, right? The youngest is like, what, 20? That means they're going to get out at 70 years old. They're dying in jail. I'm sorry. They're going to die in jail. They're going to die. Some of these guys are going to hang themselves. Some of them are going to get killed by their own Trinitario gang because you killed a 15-year-old kid that had nothing to do with nothing. So for the one who said, yes, Trinitario till I die, nigga, they not rocking with you no more. You don't kill the 16-year-old innocent kid. You know what I'm saying? MVP said, I think they need to burn their witness too. The guy that said that they planned it all. It's crazy, man. A lot of people are mad at that because he's about to walk out of this with no time. He about to walk out of this. They're gonna give him time served. They're gonna get that man time served, and they already changed his name. His family's already in hiding. He done officially told on the 5 guys. His family, they're all hiding. They're out of New York already. They're all in hiding. Kevin, whenever he gets out, he's in hiding too, for the rest of his life. It was either that or he was gonna do 25 years. He couldn't take 25 years. He couldn't take the 25. Free 6'9", que lo que? Chucky says, Puff, damn, getting claustrophobic as we speak. Yo, that's a lot of years, my guy. They about to. Perry said they about get about 80 years. Yeah, I'm telling you. Watch, you're gonna see. You're gonna see, bro. The point of not going to trial is to get 25 years. You know, that's the number that they got off the rip. Found guilty, you want to plead guilty, we'll give you 25, 30 years because that's your first time. That's your first time catching a body. Okay, it was a gang thing, but it was you and a bunch of other people. You could do 25, 30, 35 years. But he took it to trial and lost. Now it's double, triple the numbers. If he was going to get 25, now it's 50. If he was going to get 30, now it's 60. If he was going to get 35, now it's 70. These guys are going to do the rest of their lives in jail. Guaranteed. Daniel, what's up, Daniel? That's guaranteed. Five of them. Five found guilty. I'm going to read it to y'all one more time. For those who just coming in the building, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment. You know, it's the family, EMD, the family. Are y'all ready? I'm about to read it again. Shout out to ABC's channel 7, New York. Y'all ready? All right, here we go. New York. All the defendants on trial in the brutal murder of an innocent Bronx teenager, 15-year-old Lesandro Jr. Guzman Feliz, has been found guilty of murder. After just one day of deliberation, the jury found all five defendants guilty Friday afternoon, which was yesterday, on all counts, including first-degree murder, first degree, second degree, and gang assault. First degree, second degree, and gang assault. Bro, that's the maximum. Listen, this is the maximum. Antonio Rodriguez Hernandez Santiago, Janaki Martinez Estrella, Jose Munez, Manuel Rivera, and Elvin Garcia were the first five to stand out on trial. Of the 14 arrested and charged in the stabbing Guzman Feliz, four of the convicted gang members showed no emotions at the verdict or when they were led out of the courtroom, but Rivera shook his head and shouted out in Spanish something to the effect, Trinitarians until the day I die. All of the defendants face life in prison. Sentencing is set for July 16. That's it, y'all. That's it. And then the trial of the 9 other suspects accused in the murder is scheduled for September. The trial. So the other 9 guys, their trial is scheduled for September. Their trial. They get found guilty. Their fate is sealed also. Rest in peace, little man. Rest in peace, man. It's messed up that no longer here. This was a kid that was just, he was just, he had one, he didn't have a father, he had one mother. His mother tried her best to raise him. She did a good job. He was loved all around. But it was 10:30 at night, man. 10:30 at night. And Junior was out there chilling around the streets, man. You know? This is why people, us people, parents, man, take care of your kids, man. Take care of your kids very well, man. You know? You have a boy. If your boy's a teenage kid, he's 15, 16 years old, he's going to think he's a man. He's not a man. Don't let your kids be outside after 10 o'clock p.m. My grandmother told me nothing good happens at night. Nothing good happens at night. Junior was stabbed at 11:30 p.m. at night that day. If his mother didn't let him leave the house that late at night, he would have never, that would have never happened to him. First of all, he was hanging around the wrong crowd. He's hanging around gang members. Second of all, chilling outside late at night. 16-year-old. That's your baby, right? They took my baby away. That's my baby. Your baby shouldn't have been outside at that time. I'm just saying, y'all, for those who are parents, try your best, man. Take care of your kids. Don't let your kids be outside late, man. Nothing good happens at night. I'm telling you. Look, take that as an example. What happened in Junior? This kid was not a gang member. He was hanging around the wrong crowd. His friends were gang members. His friends had beef with another gang. And because of that, he had to face that. And it had nothing to do with him. But he was cool with gang members. If you're cool with gang members and they're beefing, you are part of that gang. There's ain't nobody gonna do a drive-by and be like, oh, wait. Don't do the drive-by yet because I'm not sure if he's part of the gang. No, it doesn't work like that. When they're gonna come through, they're gonna come through. Everybody's gonna get it. This is why you don't be around that type of stuff if you're not in it. If you're not in it, don't be around it. You know? The kid that was chilling with Junior that day, he said that he told Junior, yo, bro, go home, bro. You shouldn't be out here, bro. Go home, bro. And that Junior didn't want to go home. He kept wanting to chill with him. He said, bro, go home. It's late. It's late. You should be home. Take care of your kids, man. Take care of your kids. Remember, there's a lot of bad stuff happening out here. And the point of the matter, you take care of your kids good enough. They could, a lot of these bad stuff that happens outside wouldn't affect them if they was home or to shielded by you, the parent. You got to shield your kids. Shield them away from the negativity. Shield them away from that kind of stuff. Shield them away. You know? I read that story. I said, so Junior walked out of his crib at 10:30 at night. He walks out of the house. His mother should have been like, whoa, wait, yo, what were you doing? It's late already. If you want to chill with your friends, tell them to come over. Y'all can play PlayStation. You know, 16-year-old. I don't know, man. To me, 16-year-old, you're still a kid, man. You're still a kid. You're still wet behind the ears. You shouldn't be walking the streets at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. I'm sorry. Especially in an area that's known for gangs. You know? You're not built like that at 16. That's a double L, Perry says. 45 years, no joke, Chucky says. DJ Will said they better start cleaning drawers. Boxers, yeah, they better start cleaning boxers for free so they don't get beat up and smacked. Manny says, hey family, hit the like button and subscribe. Shout out to Manny MVP. Daniel says no parole. They sound like good baseball players. LOL. DJ Will, they better start washing other inmates' clothes. Bubba is going to say, clean my drawers now. Perry says, crazy. Will says, and also the Emmy said that if somebody would hold the wound on Junior's neck, he could still be alive today. Yeah, but nobody's was thinking about that, Will. Nobody's thinking about that. They probably didn't even know he had a hole there, man. It's just scary, dog. It's scary, nasty sight. Perry said it straight. Perry said it plain and simple. Stay strapped. A 16-year-old shouldn't have been outside, Perry. 16-year-old shouldn't have been outside at 10:30 at night, dog. MVP says innocent kid. What make it so bad? He ain't even do anything. Chucky Lorenzo says chosen, true. Chucky Lorenzo, a lot of parents not hearing this though. They're not hearing that. Chucky. It's all about the environment, yo. Exactly. You know the environment that you in is gang activity, drugs, and all type of foolery. You shield your kids from that. The best that you can. You shield it. I don't want to. I don't look. I don't want to. I'm just saying that as an example. I'm not saying that I'm bashing his moms. I'm not speaking about. I'm just saying as an example. You know, if you got kids that live with you and they're teenagers, try to shield them away from this type of stuff. Anything, try to shield them. Try your best to shield them until they're physically able and until they're legally able to be outside and hang out. Because at 16-year-old, I feel like you shouldn't be outside after 10 o'clock. 16. 17 is okay. 17, I say 17, you could be out to 11. 18, now you could do whatever you want. But at 16-year-old, you shouldn't be out past 10 o'clock at night. Especially if you're in the hood. Now, if you in some type of area where it's rich and you're around a whole bunch of white rich people, then it's okay for your kid to leave at 10:30 to go around the block. It's a gated community. Cameras, nobody ghetto. That's okay. But we're talking about New York. We're talking about New York, man. I saw that area where he was chilling. I saw where he was walking from and where he went. The whole thing, they broke it down. I saw exactly when he walked out the house. I saw exactly where he went. He went to his friend's crib that was a known gang member, beefing with the Trinitario. The kid told him, yo, don't be around here, fam. You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be out. Then he left, went somewhere else. And that's when the Trinitarians saw him. Then he booked, ran up an alleyway. They caught him. Then he turned around, ran inside the bodega. That was it. That's why you got to shield your kids. Shield them. He could have been home playing Xbox 360. Nah, my bad. I was old already. He probably had a PS4. He could have been home playing PS4. George, just tell your friend to come over. Hey, Ma, I'm about to go to my friend's house. What time is it? It's 10:25. No, mijo. No, you stay home. I don't want you going out tonight. You stay home. Tonight, you stay home. No, but I'm about to go chill with my friend. Tell your friend to come over. Tell your friend it's okay. I said to your friend that he could come. A matter of fact, he could sleep over. That's the type of parent I would be. I would try my best to keep my kids from being in the street after 10 o'clock. I will try my best. Okay, I'll have your friend could sleep over. You got a girl that you like? Okay, tell your girl she could sleep over. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you want to go over her house? Okay, I'll give you a ride. I'll drop you off over there. And I want the parents' phone number. All of that. All of that. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Pull up. This off right here. Put this up. Keep this cool down for a little bit. I might get back. Get back on my PS. Rest in peace, Junior, man. But five of them have has sealed their fate. Their fate has been sealed. July 12th, they will get smacked with the book. You hear me? July 12th, the 5 guys that pleaded, that not pleaded, I keep saying pleaded, the 5 guys who were found guilty, they're gonna get smacked with the book. You hear me? They're getting smacked with the book. Alright? They will be doing a minimum of 45 years. The way that shit went down, how they stabbed to death a 15-year-old kid because of a gang. A gang. Not even something, a problem that you have, over a gang. They're going to make examples out of these guys. They're going to give them 45 years each. Or life. You know? These guys should have been fighting. These guys should have been fighting, right? To see the light of day. Not fighting to not get jail time. Come on. They was going to get jail time no matter what. They should have been fighting to see the light of day again. They should have been fighting to not do life in jail. To only do, they should have been fighting they should have been fighting for 40 years, 30 years. But now they're about to get 50 and plus. I'm telling you. They're going to do the rest of their life in jail. They should have been fighting. Right? I think let's say the youngest is like 19, right? 18, the youngest. They should have been fighting, right? So by the time they're 45 years old, they could be out. By the time they're 45, they could go out in the world, get a job, end up getting a girlfriend, get kids. They should have been fighting for that. You know, okay, I want to cap out to this number. Can you make sure I could come home at 45 years old? Can you make sure I will come home at 45? But no, they took it to trial. Now they're going to be coming home at 70, 80 years old. They're not going to make it. I'm telling you, they're not going to make it. The stress alone is going to kill a lot of them. Stress is going to kill some of them, right? You know what else is going to kill? Stress is going to kill some of them. The gang in there is going to kill some of them. Some of them are going to hang themselves. Some of them are going to OD. They're going to take drugs and they're going to OD. And you might have a couple that might actually live out through their time. They might actually live out their whole bid. They might actually live through their bid. But that's rare. That's very rare. But I'm getting off, y'all. You heard? I'm about to go. I'm gonna go take a little walk right now. It's early. I'm about to go. You know, go chill real quick, spark this spliffy. I'm gonna go spark this spliffy. I'm gonna come back and hop on the PS4, get on some Need for Speed. Cause later I got a little party. I'm going to my niece's first birthday, and I got my bottle to start the day off with. But rest in peace to Junior, man. I'm gonna follow up the rest of this. The 8 to 9 guys left. Starts trial September. So, I'll be up on that, alright? Manny MVP, thank you for coming through. Chucky, thank you. Marcus Perry, thank you for coming through. DJ Will, thank you. Daniel, thanks for coming through. I think 369 was here earlier. Thank you for coming through. You know, who else? Calvin, you know, and yeah, man. Shout out to the family, man. You know what I'm saying? Later, y'all. You already know. Oh, before I leave, if anybody interested on the EMZ family t-shirt, hit me up on the Gmail. You heard? I got them. They're there. If you want the t-shirts, let me know. Hit me up in the group chat or the Gmail. They're ready. They're ready to go. Holla at your boy. EMZ. Gang.